Welcome everyone to lecture 6 of Introduction to Machine Learning with Python. In this lecture I will explain about some examples of unsupervised learning. Unsupervised learning. So the first example is identifying topics in a set of blog posts. So if you have a large collection of text data, you might want to summarize it and find prevalent theme in it. You might not know beforehand what these topics are or how many topics there might be. So therefore there are no known outputs, and that is why it is example of unsupervised learning. An identification of different blog posts may be helpful for in a different way. So the second one is segmenting customers into groups with similar preferences. Given a set of customer records, you might want to identify which customers are similar and whether there are groups of customers with similar preferences. For a shopping site, there might be this might be a parents or bookworms or gamers. So because you don't know in advance what these groups might be or even how many there are, you have no known outputs. So that is why this is also an example of unsupervised machine learning. And if you are considering that your every customer is unique and different, then it will benefit your business in a bigger way. So that is why you are interested in this problem. Every customer is different. And the third one is detecting abnormal access pattern to a website. So to identify abuse or bugs, it is often helpful to find access patterns that are different from the norm. Each abnormal pattern might be very different, and you might not have any recorded instance of abnormal behavior, because in this example you only observe traffic and you don't know what constitute normal and abnormal behavior. So this is also an example of unsupervised problem. So one important point is that whether it is a supervised machine learning or unsupervised machine learning, you have to represent the data in a way which computer can understand. So whether it is supervised or unsupervised, you can't just throw the data in any manner. You just have to be very sure that your data is readable for the computer. So for this purpose, often it is used that the data are represented in the form of table, where there will be different rows and different columns. And each row will define let's say if you are identifying emails, then each row will give information about the different emails, and these are called samples. In the case of customer, there will be different customer, and each column will define some features of that particular customer or that particular email. So samples and features are two terminology that is used in machine learning literatures. So like for sample 1, there may be different features that are age, gender, and so on. Similarly, for user 2 also there will be information of age, gender, and so on. It is very important that your data is complete. Like for example, if you want to identify gender of any person, then your data must include their first name. If the data given has only surname of the users, then it may be difficult for you to identify